I grew up as the kid on my block that all my friends envied. My room was covered in Bud Girl beer posters, and a Budweiser neon served as my nightlight. The perks of being a beer delivery man's son. I'd often take weekend rides with my dad, who everyone in Reno knows as the Keghead, to make morning deliveries at his bars. He would get a coffee while I would belly up to the bar next to him and get an orange juice straight off the tap. Beer and dive bars is just part of who I am. So last year when my dad called to tell me he was being taken off his beer truck and moved to a sales position, I felt a sense of loss. He was like a local celebrity to me, and not just because of the nickname he had earned surviving multiple kegs fall from his truck to his head, but for providing 40 years of dedicated service to some of Reno, Nevada's oldest family-owned bars and restaurants. From the patrons to the bar owners, everyone in Reno knows who my dad is. Keghead's Last Ride is a short observational film about identity that explores the blue-collar worker and the cost of modernization in my hometown, as I watch my dad go from a beer truck delivery man throwing kegs to a salesperson going to work in slacks, a polo shirt, and doing business from a tablet. I ride with my dad on the last days of his beer truck as he points out the things and places that have changed in Reno. The Sundowner Casino is where he set his keg record for most kegs delivered in a day, and that's been recently converted to a modern apartment complex. Just down the corner from there is Mama Bear's Dive Bar, which was one of the special weekend delivery places we'd make together, which is now a coffee house. While many places in Reno have changed, others, like the Halfway Club, continue to stay true to their past, as they serve their famous raviolis the same way Mama Inez has for 80 years.
Best in town, best Italian food in town, Reno, Nevada.
Now, Brent, you can see his secret hideaway for taking a nap in the middle of the day.
Well, that smaller van will be easier to hide.
Andrew Zimmern from the Travel Channel was in to do a piece on us, and he told me, he goes, I know businesses that have spent millions of dollars to try to duplicate what you have, and it can't be done. You won't find a place like this anymore.
$60 for you to deliver off hours and food that you take home. It's like, all right.
But he pays us back with the oil he leaks in front. We can have open a little refinery here. He's the best Budweiser delivery man I can remember. How's that?
He's the best.
The only one he's ever known.
Don't make them like him, right?
No. When you were born, they broke the mold and then beat the shit out of the mold maker.
Wonder why I'm the last one in, right? A lot of PR out there, sir.
My dad lives by a saying, beer never sleeps. Reno was a 24-hour town and people needed beer. If you had to work late to get it to them, you did it. But things have changed. Like many cities, Reno's had to adjust to revive their economy. Our past as a 24-hour gambling dive bar town is being replaced with a corporate, tech-driven attitude. When my dad started his route in 1980, you were either a Coors guy or a Bud man. But today, consumers want more options. From craft beer to hard seltzers, people seem to want a new product every day. As a result, beer distributors have developed an Amazon sales model. Order online, delivery at your door, no human contact required. People ask my dad when he's going to retire all the time. Keghead, you can't throw a keg forever, they say. But he's a people person who loves hard work and building personal relationships. As the beer industry adjusts to a younger tech-driven consumer, I wonder what the impact will be as we see these personal relationships dissolve and blue-collar work values disappear. And while this is my story, it's America's story, and it might even be your family's story. Every place has a local diner, dive bar, and even its Keghead. In my hometown, these seem to be changing every day. But as they do, we see the importance of relationships and the communities formed in neighborhood hangouts. Part of identity is not just knowing how we fit into the past, but how we fit into the future. Keghead's Last Ride isn't just a trip down memory lane with my dad. It's a journey that shows me, and all of us, what to hold on to as we adapt to our changing lives and hometowns.